Hi, I am Priya Mani, and I'm super excited to welcome all of you who have joined us online for the inauguration of Yuva's Tamil Nadu chapter. Yuva is a mindfulness platform for students, young working professionals, and all those who think they are young at heart. At Yuva, which is an initiative of the Art of Living organization, we aim to create a community where we contribute to each other's successes and are also available in times of failure. Sometimes youth do get entangled in situations where one thinks one will be judged very harshly, and it becomes very easy to slip into habits in order to fit in. Yuva will be that non judgmental and empowering platform for youth who are available for each other. Just this basic availability and are physically and emotionally empowered. Together, we'll uplift each other and move in the direction of our goals and explore avenues to enrich our lives and society at large. One way to get inspired is by interacting with youth icons. Though they have excelled in their respective fields, it is only natural that they have also had their shares of highs and lows. Let's hear from them and how they dealt with situations thrown at them and shined through. I am very super excited and slightly nervous to welcome youth icons from Tamil Nadu, cricketer R. Ashwin and musician Haricharan. Hi, welcome.
Hi, hi, hi,
Hi,
hi, Hari. How are you?
hi, I'm good. Hi, Ashwin. Hi, Priya.
Hi. Though both need no real introduction, I'm still going to do my job as an MC. So, cricket is a religion, and R. Ashwin is one of the famously worshipped deities. Fastest Indian bowler to get the first 100 Test wickets in just 18 matches, and if that was not proof enough, he went on to also get the fastest 200 wickets. His many other incredible cricketing achievements are well known to us all, and excellence always inspires. So, from mentoring budding cricketers to encouraging Chennaiites to vote, he's been quite an inspirational youth icon. Ashwin, your COVID video on Instagram was also so apt. We quite like you, Ashwin. Do you have any words to share? A few words to start with?
No, first things first, I'm very humbled. Thanks for the introduction. Um but I mean, in these times, like you said about what you saw on COVID on Instagram and all that, uh, I want you to elaborate a little bit on which video because I've been doing quite a few. We are all like it's become like every day is Monday, and we have to keep ourselves occupied with something or the other. For me, I know here we are here for mindfulness, and we are going to talk about how important it is to keep recharging your batteries and all that sort of stuff. But I think an idle mind is also a devil's workshop for someone like me with an active mind. It's very difficult to just put things away and sit in a corner and keep not doing much. On the other hand, when I look at Hari, I always get the feeling that he's quite content with himself, and he's always got a
You think,
head
Ashwin?
is completely recharged. No, I just feel jealous of people who I think are recharged.
I
You
understand.
know,
Yeah, it's a
uh,
blessing, but it's mutual.
Ashwin, I am quite, it's very intriguing because we've never seen this human side of you. Because as we all know, cricketers are demigods. And this is so endearing to know that even you have an idle mind, devil's workshop, and even Haricharan. Would you like to share? Have you been spending time, and has it been utterly productive, or even you have your off days like normal human beings?
Oh, no, I've it's been a very tough time for me because music is all about performing, moving moving your everyday schedule into studios and traveling all over the world performing. So it's been restricted for all these months now, and I've been trying to make most of my time and also trying to stay sane at the same time because, like Ashwin mentioned, it is idle mind is a devil's workshop. So you need to be better than yesterday. So I've been trying to progress every day in whatever I try.
I was of the opinion that famous people, who are always crowded by fans, would really welcome such a change. Is that not true, Ashwin, Haricharan? I thought this will be your most best way to spend time with your near and dear ones, and you're like, thank God I'm done away with all this madness, at least for a month or two.
See, personally, I feel there is a massive misconception about what cricketers go through. I'm not very sure about what the cine stars go through, what musicians go through, because everybody's life is a journey in itself. But for someone like me, I mean, I'm not speaking for the community in general, but I'm just speaking for myself. And for someone like me, I feel it's a very jailbird sort of a life that we usually lead. We go to the ground, we practice. Yes, I love playing the game, and that's where my expression comes at its best. Like dancers say, or musicians, like Hari just said, it's about expressing your art. I see cricket as an expression of my art, of my inner soul or inner self, or whatever you may call that. It comes out on the ground. But beyond that, the sort of sacrifices we need to make through is quite large. I'm not saying in sacrifices like people not getting their meals. I mean, there are far more difficult stories out there in the society. But for us, the sacrifices we make is bargain with our normal life, bargain with our family life, bargain with just walking on the road and having a cup of tea in the corner shop, just saying hi, hello, and just behaving in a way where you can have a loud laugh in common, in public or whatever it is. All these things are a trade-off that we make, and for someone like me, it's a huge cost. And somewhere through, maybe when I was about 27, 28, I actually thought, okay, I have lived a dream here. I have done whatever I need to do, but is it probably time to say, go and live a normal life and just enjoy myself in whatever I need to do? So these are the kind of thoughts that constantly run in my head. So for me, to be indoors is not very tough, but at the same time, being indoors and being cut out from normal society living or community living is a massive backlog, so to say. And not seeing a ground, pick up a bat, bowl a ball, watch 10 other players and play with them. Those are all things that I really miss.
And Haricharan, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Is it a brilliant time for you to rest your voice? Because, as artists, I'm sure you overuse it, you overstrain it. And this would be such a brilliant time to do riyaz or, just sit with a shruti box and just, is that how it is? Or do you need constant training to keep up with your voice, vocal cords?
It is even when you're working 24, I mean, even if it is not locked down, you still need to judiciously use your voice, because it is a muscle. And like how we need to do physiotherapy for muscles which are strained, or maybe you need constant warm up, you need to take care of your voice as well. And I feel there has to be a balance of both. You need to work and you need to riyaz, you need to practice, and also you need rest. So it's a great science. It's I'm still learning that, and I've been seeing so many of my seniors handle it so well. Even at the age of 80 and 90, they are singing. So I feel lockdown is definitely there to introspect in what your voice really needs, what every musician really needs. It's a great time to look into, but I don't think we should overdo it as well. So there should be a balance of both.
Thank you so much. I'd also like to introduce you formally. All the Tamil youth that have joined us online, we have Haricharan, who's a super versatile singer and has infinite hits in all four southern languages. And his first ever performance was in front of late legendary MS Subbalakshmi ma'am when he was all of 10 years old. So he's clearly started with a bang. He's been on Saregama as a judge. He's bagged the Filmfare for the best male playback singer in Malayalam, and was recently among the 100 artists that came together for an anthem of hope in the times of COVID, which is launching tomorrow. Am I right, Haricharan?
It actually launched today, this morning.
Okay, it's already launched, so you can go and check it out on his Facebook page.
Yeah, you should.
Also, when he was, and he was sharing before about the, how the muscle of the throats need exercise, and he also shared a very interesting voice exercise, which is for everyone actually, not just artists, musicians, and even speakers. It's very interesting. I even tried it out before the session today. And you've also mentioned, Haricharan, that you've shaved your beard after 8 years, but they have found their home again, clearly.
Okay, that's that's one piece of information. Yeah, but just lockdown is just a time to try out new things. When you don't have a concert or you don't have to appear for anything, I just try to experiment things with your appearance. So
Nice. So we're going to keep it light because it's for youth, and I would also like to welcome a very, very special, very personally, and so apt because he's such a subject matter as expert for mindfulness for today's topic. Khurshed Batliwala.
Hello.
Hi, Baba.
hello,
We call him
hello.
Baba lovingly, and these are from his IIT days, where he got this cute nickname because he's a Parsi, and every Parsi is a Baba. He super specializes in mindfulness and well-being, and is an absolute rage among youth. The many youth he has mentored across various countries are celebrated change makers in society today. An Art of Living faculty for over 40 years. He's made meditating cool. He has co-authored books, The Happiness Express, Steady Study Go, both of which rank in the top 10 in their respective genres on Amazon. His salads, Avaroda Desert, our basically enna touch pannalo, but he tastes otherworldly. And basically, he's a god-level chef who's apparently recently turned vegan, I'm told. He has even designed a board game, loves the piano, and when he speaks, you're super glued and starry-eyed. Thank you for joining us today, Baba, for the inaugural session of Tamil Nadu's Yuva platform. Would you like to say something to our Tamil audience? First, you can start with Vanakkam, Baba.
Something. There you go.
For such a long introduction.
Yeah, I know. I was like wondering when she would stop.
Baba, say something. Oh, say something else. Now you're going to say something else. Don't teach.
No, I have been teaching meditation now for 27 years. I hold a master's degree in mathematics from IIT Bombay, and a long time ago, I decided that I would rather teach maths and I would rather teach meditation and make people happy than teach maths and make them miserable. Though I must say that my maths workshop is also really fun. So yeah, and like Priya mentioned, I've got quite a lot of things that I am interested in, and yeah. So
Sorry to interrupt, but do you do math workshops online now, or?
Not yet. Planning one. I have a few videos on YouTube where I talk about a few fundamentals of maths.
Okay, if you're taking anything online, please let us know. No better time than to act online.
Sure.
Ashwin, all the exams have been postponed. Please.
No, when studying for exams is not fun. But when someone can say and prompt saying that you make math learn fun, I think we got to give it to them.
I know. I was just kidding.
Really enjoy maths, not to give exams.
Yeah. Far more easier, no pressure.
So the floor is anyway open informally and now formally for Ashwin and Haricharan to ask questions to Baba, and maybe you all can go one by one. We can start with Ashwin, then one by Haricharan, and so on.
We'll start with Hari because he looks recharged entirely and he's almost there.
Oh, I know what you're doing.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Okay. Namaste, Baba. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
So nice to see you here. And the present situation, there's so much of information. There's bad news, there's good news, there's news which is neutral. Every day we see stuff on the Twitter and on the TV, and there is a general capacity in the brain which can take only this much information. Do you think we are not maybe built for so much of info that we are actually choosing to go and see rather than it coming towards us directly?
So,
and how do we control the wavering mind? I mean, that was the actual question for me.
Okay, so to give you an idea of what our brain is capable of, physically, our brain is capable of holding every single bit of information on the internet that is available today. One brain, just one brain. Okay,
Ah.
so you've got a super sophisticated piece of organic technology sitting in your head. Unfortunately, it didn't come with a user manual. And so we kind of struggle with uh, the information overload and various other things, right? So there is a science to brain hacking. There is a science to using your brain in a way that it is optimum or it is optimized. Yeah, in
Okay.
fact, that's the subject matter of our first book, Ready Study Go, which, by the way, has a Tamil translation. So,
Beautiful.
so, so that is one aspect. The other aspect is that, like you said, how do you control your wavering mind? Well, there are many techniques that are there for you to learn how to relax your mind, how to calm your mind down. Hmm? But I'll tell you one thing which I personally follow very strictly. It's uh, what grows is what you give attention to.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying? In
Yeah.
your mind, what grows is what you give attention to. So, one of the art of living principles is to start with saying you are already what you want to be. So, if you say, I don't want to be angry person, yeah, I'm working on my anger. I have got anger issues. I'm working on them. I need to sort out my anger issues. When you're saying like that, what are you doing? You're giving more and more attention to the anger and basically giving yourself license to be angry.
Okay.
Instead of that, if we start with, I am a wonderfully patient person. And once in a while, yes, I get angry. Everybody gets angry. What's the big deal? But if you give if you start off with, I am a wonderful person. I am what I want to be. And now let me live my life like that. Rather than I will become that sometime later in the future.
Hmm.
That is a far more intelligent way of living. I call it happiness on the horizon. you know,
Nice. Nice.
you can
Nice.
always see the horizon, right? But you never get to the horizon. You never get there. You can never get to the horizon. So don't put your happiness, don't put what you want to be on the horizon. That is available for you right here, right now.
Keep it in
Okay.
the journey itself.
Yes. And the last thing that you kind of mentioned is, given that these two things are there, uh, see, right now, as a person who teaches meditation, as a person who has all my different interests, unfortunately, there is not much I can do about the current situation that is there, other than chup chap stay at home and do stuff like this, what we are doing now,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So I kind of switch off all the social media on that aspect. I don't look at the news. I'm sure whenever the lockdown is lifted and whenever everything becomes normal, people are going to tell me, right?
It's
So
gonna
I'm
reach you
not
anyway,
going
the
to
news.
waste my brain real estate on stuff about which I can do nothing, right?
Hmm.
And I think that is one of the reasons why I have found this time to be super productive. I've started brushing up on my piano skills and I played for almost 15 years, and I've almost finished one entire waltz. I'm really proud of
Wow.
myself.
I'd love to
Uh,
hear some someday.
yeah, sure. Uh, and uh, uh, I have started building up some skill sets that I have been forever pushing, postponing.
True.
So there are lots of. I've started really experimenting in the kitchen. Priya said I'm a great chef. I enjoy cooking, but like you are experimenting with the beard, uh, I'm also kind of exploring and experimenting stuff that I would not have otherwise had the time to do. Of course, I am in a very fortunate situation that I stay on the Bangalore ashram of the Art of Living, and so I have the freedom to go for walks, and there is no such thing over here as you have to stay only in your house, and that is a humongous blessing. But even so, I feel that this time has been very productive for me. My
That's
third
amazing.
book that I am writing, I've finished almost 20,000 words of that book, which would have normally taken me a year. So in these 40 days, so my thing is that one of the things that we need to do to create peace up there is accept the situation as it is. Either we complain about the situation, why is it like this, why is it like this, why is it like this, or we deny the situation, it cannot be like this. Now, when you are in complaint or denial, it is impossible for you to take rational, intelligent action, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you accept, okay, right now it is like this. Right now I have got the chance to save the world by watching TV. Let me not screw it up. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's how I handle this.
That's nice. Thank you for that. Ashwin, do you want to?
Namaste, Baba. I hope you're doing fine. I just need to give a bit of a backdrop to the question that I'm going to ask.
Of course.
I've been there at the Art of Living ashram in Bangalore. It's a wonderful place, and I know what sort of a blessing you have. But for me, whatever I learned there and my experience there was fabulous. But things that I learned there, for example, of staying in the present and not letting your mind wander into the future or try and act upon what's happened in the past. So the past is a baggage for your mind, and the future is something that you can't control. So better to stay in the present is a big takeaway for me from whatever I learned there. But there's one subtle difference to being there at the ashram and being there in the wild. I am saying being in the civilization is literally being in the wild. You've got people hunting you down, and there are situations where you are hunting them down, and these are just day in and day out issues that a common man. I believe you people are blessed, and I am a common man. Forget about the celebrity status or whatever it is, but you people are far more blessed. So keeping all these things in the mind as a background, as a backdrop, my question is, how is it even rationally possible to not have faith in the future, saying that this will blow over and still stay in the present? It is only natural for me to think, there are probably two sets of people who say, hey, you know what, this is going to blow over. I'm going to be ready for it. Like exactly what you said, build up on piano and do other interests, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. But at one stage you feel, you know what, I must go out here and deal with it today and see if the COVID is actually affecting me or not. There are so much and so forth contradictions even in your own head when you're thinking about it, and it's very difficult not to give it a thought, right?
Okay. So let me address your question in two parts.
It's actually I just gave it a big
So one is that, is your mind a bug or a feature?
Sorry?
Is the mind a bug or a feature? This past and present thing that we talk about, the mind is going in the past and you get angry about it. The mind goes in the future and you feel scared about it. Is there a point to this? So the one thing that you have to that you have to realize is that if your mind does this, that's a great thing, because that means you're not a cow. You're not an animal. See, have you ever looked at a cow eating grass?
Yes, I have.
A cow can eat grass forever.
And I wish I was a cow, to be honest.
Well,
because the active mind that's there is not worthy of the bath. The cow is
okay.
much more.
So there you are. So why can the cow continue to eating that grass forever? It is simply because its mind is in the present. So it was, wow, nice grass. Oh my God, cool grass. Oh man, this is fantastic grass, and it just keeps going on and on and on. Right? Now, as a human being, as a evolved life form, if you will, our mind can go in the past and the future. Okay. Now the point is, why has nature given us something like this? All right. So, let me tell you a story of. I was giving this talk. Actually, it was in Chennai, and it was a Lions Club thing where I was just talking about the mind. And while I was talking this, there was a little kid who gets up. He must be 8-9-year-old. He gets up and says, "Excuse me, I want to come and talk." I said, "Yeah, come." So this little kid comes and addresses the audience and says, "Do you play chess? Have you ever played chess?" And people in the audience says yes. And they said, and the kid says, "So if you want to make an intelligent move, what do you need to do? You need to review the past and learn from the mistakes you have made from the past. Correct?" You need to review the past. Now, if you look at the past and go, oh shit, man, I should not have done that. Oh God, I'm so hopeless, I'm useless, whatever it is. Do you think you will be able to make a good move in the present moment? No chance. Similarly, if you are making a move, you have to anticipate what your opponent is going to do, and therefore you have to go in the future. Right? And if you get scared, oh my God, if I make this move and he makes that move, I'm finished, I am checkmated. Again, you can't make a good move. Right? So you need to learn from the past. You need to plan for the future, but you need to move in the present. Now, most people are regretting the past, fearing the future, and paralyzed in the present.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just taking a lead up from whatever you said. So you said, I believe in learning from the past,
Correct.
acting today, having
Correct.
a better future. And that's
Correct.
exactly what I do, waking up from morning to evening. Okay, every day, irrespective of what I have, COVID, no COVID, inside the house, not outside the house, whatever be it. But there is a certain amount of, when you're constantly going back into the past, and let's say, for example, I go and meet Hari today. I'm going to meet him. I've had a past experience with Hari, from which I'm looking for references as to what sort of a person he is, what have I learned from the past, how do I address him today, how do I deal with him today, so that I can get a better tomorrow. This is exactly what's running through my head.
Super.
But like you rightly said, it's a supercomputer where you can store as much as you can. But sometimes I feel, why do we do all this? What's it worth for? Because my mind is actually becoming a marketplace, and I need to be able to compartmentalize things and settle it down. Isn't it right? I mean, that's the feeling I get a lot of times. I do get into a stage of burnout or whatever.
So that's where the practice of meditation and mindfulness comes in. Huh? The very fact that you have accepted that your mind is getting overburdened and having so many things to process. If you could have a technique which would actually bring a sort of clarity, bring a sort of relaxation when you want it, this would be a very precious life skill to learn. That is what I have been saying for the past 27 years. That it doesn't matter who you are, where you are. You may be a top-notch cricketer. You may be a fabulous singer. You may be a great chef. But to be able to handle your mind and keep it sharp, focused and relaxed. This is a very interesting thing. The mind never is usually not focused and relaxed at the same time. You are focused when you are stressed, and when you are relaxed, your mind is all over the place. Isn't it? But the ability to bring focus and relaxation at the same time, this is what is granted through meditation. So the few minutes of meditation that you do every day is like recharging your phone. See, you could have the world's best phone, right? It could have all that flashy technology in it. It could have the most amazing apps. But if it has no charge, what's the point? It's paperweight.
Okay, then just my last question now. That's again a lead up. Why do I meditate at the ashram? I meditate in my house. I meditate in the comfort of hotel rooms. Try and meditate in airplanes, which is very difficult for me. But when I do this, why do I not feel the same way that I feel when I meditate inside the ashram?
It is simply because it has at the ashram. Okay, so
it's not about the output that I'm asking. It's about
Ashwin, let me put it like this. When you go to your kitchen in your house, when you go to into the kitchen, what is it that you think of doing there?
I don't know.
Don't say cook, Ashwin. Say eat.
Whatever. You cook or you eat food, or it's something related to food, right?
Yeah.
You will not go into the kitchen and think of peeing, for example.
No.
Right? So each room of our house actually carries a certain energy.
True.
Right? Human beings are creatures of habit and habitat. We go to certain places and there is a energy around that place which propels us to do stuff of that sort in that place. right? For sure, you are not going to go to a PVR to meditate.
No.
You won't. You go to PVR to have fun, to watch a movie, right? So the ashram is a place where people, ashram, what the word of means? Shram means effort. Ashram means where it is effortless. Right? So you come to the ashram to be effortless, to be relaxed, to be calm. That is what thousands and thousands and thousands of people come every year, day in and day out to do. So that Shakti of that kind of gives you a much better experience at the ashram than somewhere else. Having said that, if you regularly meditate, okay, you will be able to create that environment anywhere.
Agreed.
Anywhere.
So if I'm in the house, is it safe to say that I meditate in the same place again and again to create?
If you do that, just sitting on that chair, you will go into you will transcend just like that. I have my meditation chair.
Yeah, right. I agree.
And people will notice, other people will come to your house and they sit in the chair and say, "Yaar, I'm just feeling so relaxed over here." Right? So you can create that energy of meditation anywhere you want. This energy is there everywhere. Like you go into a corporate office, you can think you are assaulted with money, success, promotion, right? So you create that kind of environment. Now Hari is sitting in his studio, and he's got a piano behind him, and for him to just get into composing and music will be very easy in that space that he's created for himself.
That's true.
Isn't it?
That is why studios are separate. Even in a home, I've heard a lot of musicians say this, because even if though they have a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment, they dedicate one room for music. When they get into it, everything just switches off and you're able to work on it. I think that works like magic.
You have created that habitat. Now, if you can create the same habitat for relaxing, calming down yourself, mindfulness, the environment that has been created in the ashram, you're sorted.
Right. My question is answered.
I'd like to step in here and do a little bit of a translation for all the Tamil Nadu audience, the young audience that have joined in, because we've been going on and on in English for a while. So just a quick recap of all the, or a quick recap panla. Ashwin and Haricharan's questions or answers and the Baba Kuttalo. I just remember one takeaway was present la irukadhu. So நாங்க பாஸ்ட்ல மோஸ்ட்லி ரிக்ரெட் பண்ணுவோம் and future நினைச்சுட்டு anxious ஆவோம். ஆனா பெஸ்ட் ஐடியா would be to learn from the past. பாஸ்ட்ல இருந்து லேர்ன் பண்ணி ஃபியூச்சர் காண்டி பிளான் பண்ணணும். ஆனா அது எப்ப பண்ணணும்? ரைட் நவ. பிரசன்ட் மொமெண்ட்ல இந்த க்ஷணத்துல பண்ணினா அதோட
act in the present.
Acting in the present and not being paralyzed in the present. I again slip back to English, but okay. Second takeaway is nammaloda effectivity at these times romba nalla irukum if we accept the situation actively.
You're doing a very good job of translating into Tamil.
No, she's doing a very good job of translating into the English.
And so
that's what comes of living in Bombay for such a long time. Even I can understand.
Idhula Priya, there is a very popular தத்துவம் இருக்கு தமிழ்லயே. எது நடந்ததோ அது நன்றாகவே நடந்தது, எது நடக்குமோ அது நன்றாகவே நடக்கும், எது நடக்கின்றதோ அதுவும் நன்றாகவே நடக்கும். This is the crux of the whole thing. What Baba thought.
So much, Haricharan. That was I can't pronounce the word, but
make a song out of that.
Screenplay பண்ற மாதிரி ஏதாவது பிளான் இருக்கா?
யாரு? இப்பதான் கர்ணன் பழைய படம் பார்த்தேன். அந்த ஃபீல்ட்ல இருக்கேன் நான்.
ஆல் தி வே போலாம். 1900s film ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண டைம் அவ்வளவு டைம் இருக்கு.
And Ashwin ஒரு ரொம்ப pertinent question. அவர் சொன்னார் நான் ஆஷ்ரம் போச்சு நான் அங்க மெடிடேட் பண்றச்சே அதோட எஃபெக்ட் வேறையா இருக்கு. நான் ஒரு ஹோட்டல் டிராவல் பண்ணி ஹோட்டல்ல மெடிடேட் பண்ணச்சே வேறையா இருக்கு, வீட்டுல பண்ணச்சே வேறையா இருக்கு. அண்ட் பாபா அதுக்கு ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணார், ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நாங்க நம்ம வீட்டை ஆசிரமாக்கலாம் And ashram oda meaning enga shramam illiyo.
ஆசிரமாக்குறது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். நீங்க வீட்டெல்லாம் ஆசிரமம் சொல்றீங்க. அதுக்கு நான் எத்தனை ஆயிரம் பேரை கூட்டிட்டு வரோம். இல்ல எனக்கு என்ன அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் ஆச்சுன்னா, எனக்கு தோணுது வீட்டுல வந்து ஒரே ஒரு இடத்துல இஃப் யூ கேன் பிக் அ பிளேஸ், நமக்கு எந்த இடம் பிடிச்சிருக்கோ அந்த இடத்துல வந்து கண்டினியூஸா திருப்பி பண்ணா நம்ம we will get into the zone. அந்த ஜோனுக்குள்ள நம்மளே இருந்துட்டு அங்க மெடிடேட் பண்ணா சடனா அந்த மெடிடேஷனோட ஃப்ரூட்ஃபுல்னஸ், அதாவது அதோட பலன் வந்து ஜாஸ்தியா கிடைக்கும் அப்படிங்கிறது.
Ashwin, I have actually experienced this. I don't know, நீங்க நிச்சயமா எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் பண்ணிருப்பீங்க. நல்ல ஒர்க் அவுட்க்கு அப்புறம் இல்ல ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு கிரிக்கெட் செஷன் இல்ல ஒரு நெட் செஷனுக்கு அப்புறம் நீங்க if you are able to sit somewhere and relax with all the sweat and உங்களால ஒரு half an hour உங்களால உட்கார முடியும், 15 minutes உட்காரனா அது செம்மையா அந்த ஒரு மெடிடேஷன் மோடுக்குள்ள போக முடியும். Because I felt that a lot. Usually after my workout, yeah, please.
Can I just say something? After a workout, you get that high. You get, man, like that, right? But you are physically exhausted. Physically, you are drained, right?
Okay.
So, like you rightly pointed out, if after a workout, and you cool down for a little while, maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes, you cool down, and then you sit there and meditate, your high that you get from the workout will be enhanced and your physical tiredness will vanish. It is just an amazing thing to do after any sport, after any activity, physical, like especially a vigorous physical activity. Oh my God, it will take you to another level.
நான் இதுல கம்ப்ளீட்டா ஒரு அமெச்சோர் பாபா. ஐம் சாரி இன் பிட்வீன் தமிழ்ல பேசுறதுனால. So
no, go ahead. I understand a little bit.
Wow, okay, right. Like I understand Marathi or a little better.
Exactly like that.
So என்னோட எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் மார்னிங் வந்து இந்த சுதர்ஷன் கிரியா பண்ணிட்டு the whole routine பண்ணிட்டு தென் ஒரு மெடிடேஷன் பண்ணும்போது it just opens the day. Okay, here I am here to rule the day sort of a thing. But
correct,
like you rightly said, நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி சாயந்தரம் வரும்போது எஸ்பெஷலி அந்த ஒரு 6:37 அந்த மாதிரி டைம்ல இட்ஸ் பெட்டர் when I sit and do the meditation. எனக்கு எப்படி ஃபீலிங் இருக்கும்னா for the next 2-3 hours எனக்கு வந்து என்ன வேணா பண்ணலாம். I can just keep my kids engaged. I am at my highest energy levels. But sometimes I have made the mistake, not mistake, டைம் இல்லாதனால இல்ல அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது ஒரு காரணத்தினால ராத்திரி ஒரு 8 மணிக்கு மெடிடேஷன் பண்ணனா 11-12 வரைக்கும் கூட தூங்க முடியாம போயிடுது அதனால. ஸோ ஃபார் மீ அந்த சன்செட்டோட டைம்ல பண்றது தான் பெஸ்ட் நான் ஃபீல் பண்ணது. அண்ட் நிஜமாவே வந்து ஹரி என்னோட ஒப்பீனியன்ல மெடிடேஷன் பண்ணா தூங்குறதுக்கு சான்ஸே கிடையாது. பிகாஸ் ஐ திங்க் இட் ரீஎனர்ஜைஸ் யூ, ரீசார்ஜஸ் யூ. தட்ஸ் வை ஐ செட் watching you I feel you are always recharged.
Oh, okay.
Is it true, Baba?
You don't know how mandam I am inside my head right now.
இல்ல I think அந்த முடியோட சேர்ந்து ஒரு இது கொடுக்குதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன், ஒளி மாதிரி பின்னாடி.
எப்படியோ உங்களுக்கு அது தெரிஞ்சா போறோம். எனக்கு தெரியுது.
Baba, I had a question taking Ashwin's observation ahead. Is meditation something to do with dawn and dusk? Is there some connection with the sunrise and sunset? Because you know, even Sandhya Vandanam, Trikala Sandhya, there is a certain time, and even is creativity, for example, music also. I mean, is that a better time to be creative?
Yes. So, given our current lifestyle and all that, I would say the best time to meditate is just now. Okay, don't postpone. But if you are asking for the optimal time, sunrise and sunset is excellent for the simple reason that, see, when you are going into meditation, you are going from awake state to the transcendental state, right? So it's a shift in consciousness. The same way during sunrise and sunset, it is turning from day to night or night to day. So you are kind of synced with the rhythm of nature. Right? So it is just easier to meditate at that time if you can manage it. Now, if you are stuck in a train or a bus or something with 72 other people breathing down your neck, then don't try to meditate there.
Ashwin and Haricharan are never stuck in a bus with 70 people, at least for the rest of this lifetime.
Why not?
Yeah,
I love to.
Even I travel by train in Bombay. That is the only intelligent way to travel in Bombay if you are there.
Hello, Chennai Metro is amazing. What are you saying?
There are exactly 2 people in Chennai.
Chennai Metro is also nice. Yes, I agree.
Have you been on the Chennai Metro?
Yes, I ran to buy a ticket and pushed one person and realized there was no need to because we were the only 2 people. I really did that out of habit in Bombay.
It is just a habit, no? Bombay habit, nothing else.
Oh,
Okay, Bao, I'll have to wear the hat of Karan Johar now, where I have to ask Ashwin and Haricharan some rapid fire questions because I've been told to. So before that, huh?
You can ask me also.
I didn't plan, but then.
we Ashwin will ask Baba some controversial questions.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, rapid.
Whatever you do.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are
Okay, anyway, we'll leave it. We'll leave it to.
Yeah, she's prepared for it. I'm not. So give me like 2 minutes. I can prepare for it.
Okay, maybe I could just ask you 5 on the spot questions. I'll just come up with it on the spot, Baba, and we need 1 word or 1 phrase answers from you. Okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
So you start with Ashwin and Hari, no? Who you have already prepared for.
Okay, let's go with Hari first then. What about the, Hari? Are you ready?
Do I have a choice? No.
Okay, first set of questions are choices. So I'm going to give you the options too. You'll have to choose one. Okay.
Okay.
Where do you resonate with the music the most? Outdoor live audience, studio recording, or a sabha?
Outdoor live audience.
Really? I was thinking
Yes.
sabha.
There is some energy in singing for a 5,000, 10,000 people crowd. Is something magical about it.
Oh, that's your ashrama where you really connect. It's effortless,
Of course.
right?
பின்னாடியா
பின்னாடி ஒளி வருது.
பரவாயில்ல கொஞ்ச நாளா ஒளி இருக்குல்ல இப்ப லாக்டவுன்னால
ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாம். இப்ப லாக்டவுன் ரிலீஸ் பண்ணுவாங்கன்றாங்க மந்த் எண்ட்ல. சோ ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம் இப்போ.
Amazing.
உங்க stress levels எப்போ ரொம்ப ஹையா இருக்கும் when you work with the following.
Is this question to me? Okay.
It's all Haricharan for the next 2-3 minutes now. உங்க stress levels இந்த 3 பேர்ல இருந்து no 4 options. When is it the highest உங்க stress levels? Okay, A.R. Rahman, Ilayaraja, Joshua Sridhar, or Yuvan Shankar?
Of course, Ilayaraja sir. I'm almost shitting my pants when I'm next to him. Because எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும் he's such a perfectionist and a person who I really respect and ஒரு நல்ல impression create பண்ணோங்கிறதுக்காக. So definitely him. But it's good stress. It's nervousness which makes you perform better.
Nice. Okay, உங்க அமிர்தம் எது? Filter coffee, warm water, that's just because you're a musician, tea, or something that can't be mentioned, chilled, dash.
What is the third one? Sorry?
Filter coffee is first, warm water, tea, or anything chilled.
Of course, filter coffee. But right now I'm off milk, but yeah.
Does affect the throat? Because I'm told milk does kharash and kharash Tamil.
Yeah, it does. Dairy does affect your voice a little, and இப்ப கிடைக்கிற மில்க்லாம் வந்து we don't know how good it is or how bad it is. So right now I'm resorting to black coffee when I feel the need. Hi.
And on the favorite genre of music, neo-classical and ghazals, the rom-commy filmy songs, or true blue Carnatic music?
I'll be a little cheesy in this. Any song which makes me want to listen to it again is interesting for me. Any genre.
I totally agree with that.
So you're going to sing a couple of lines for us, Baba?
Yeah, wait, that is the next round.
For you, he's gonna sing.
Okay.
Piano.
Yeah, but that's what I do all the time. We want here to listen to you.
Okay, this is a music. This is going to be extempore singing, but I'll give you a swaram. Okay, out of the sapta swaram, you will have to sing a line starting with that sound. Means
Okay.
if it's example, pa na pacha inirame can happen. Example.
Okay.
Which is apparently your favorite. I've also done my research also. And
So on the vartha should start with that letter.
yeah,
Okay.
it's like our Antakshari. Yeah. And preferably it should be different genres because you're the prince of versatility. So I'll just give you 3 swaram. The first one is ni.
நீ தயராதா நீ தயராதா
Unga audio was not audible. Can you just
நீ தயராதா நீ தயராதா
that was
Was
beautiful.
it? Could
Unga
you hear me?
high pitch la porche adu cut aidrudhu because there's a idu
Okay. I think I have to keep the mic a little away. Should I sing again?
Yeah, please, that line, yes.
Yeah. நீலவான ஓடையில் நீந்துகின்ற வெண்ணிலா நீலவான ஓடையில் நீந்துகின்ற வெண்ணிலா.
Thank you. And the next swaram is Ma. Can you sing a Bharatiya song with Ma? That's a
Ma. மால பாரதியார் சாங்கா? ரொம்ப டஃப் ஆச்சே.
Sorry. Anything. Ma.
Okay, anything. மாத்தாடு மாத்தாடு மல்லிகே, எனக்கு வேற ஒண்ணு ஞாபகம் வரல. மாத்தாடு மாத்தாடு மல்லிகே ಅಂಬಿಗೆ ದಾದನ ನಾನನ ರರ.
That was Kannada, Ilva?
Actually, it's a Tamil song, but starts with Matadu.
Matadu. Oh, okay. And the easy one is Sa.
Sava. Sa. सिद्धिविनायकं सेवेहं वरं सिद्धिविनायकं सेवेहं वरं सिद्धिविनायकं.
Thank you so much, Haricharan. That was so soothing to the ears. And a quick few questions. Have you received any slack for exploring the neoclassical music genre in Carnatic style from your gurus or hardcore Carnatic fans?
Of course, there's always there are always purists in every aspect of whatever you do. People who have been used to in the old cultureல and இப்போ வந்து இந்த புது ட்ரெண்ட்ஸை வந்து அவ்வளோவா வெல்கம் பண்ண முடியாம கஷ்டப்படுற நிறைய பேர் இருக்காங்க. ஸோ அந்த விதத்துல ஐ ஹாவ் ரிசீவ்ட் a lot of comments who want to say that நீ வந்து பழைய சாங்ஸோட இது கெடுக்கிற, you're spoiling the sanctity of old compositions and all that. But I think trends keep changing. I think even the old compositions were new trends in that time. The trend is always which keeps changing, and as change is always constant. So I think we need to disguise the songs in a way where the youth of today can enjoy and they can groove along with it. So on the viditla I try to change the sound a little bit and try to give an ஒரு நல்ல இம்ப்ரெசிவான ஒரு sound. So
Hari, it is a tremendous service that you are doing by doing this. To bring the classics to a younger audience and make it sound cool to them is an introduction to the sheer genius of the old masters.
Definitely.
You cannot take away the melody is the melody, and you cannot really take that away from the old masters. And definitely. A lot of times young people today are missing out the sheer beauty and brilliance of the classics because it has been made so elitist. Even in Western classical music, it is so easy to pick up something and start really enjoying it when you know how to listen. But when the Western classical music has been added with a little bit of a groove and people are used to that, and then they listen to the original, they really say, I have seen stars in people's eyes when they go, oh my God, this was so beautiful.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, like today's, sorry, Priya, if I may, today's trend in music is very, very sad actually, because everything is about views, millions of views. You need to impress the listener in the first 10 seconds of a song. Otherwise, he has so much of attention deficit, he goes into the next song. So I really wish that the taste changes. I really wish இப்ப இருக்கிற people, they're able to enjoy the old classics and bring back the melody back inside.
Hari, can I say one thing over here, which I think is very relevant to, especially to younger people. See, you know, I get this everywhere. Yar, I cannot focus. I cannot concentrate. You know, I told you know I do a lot of brain hacking. So here is
Yeah.
one little thing from my workshop, free. uh, one of the rules of the brain is you become better and better at what you do more and more. You become better and better at what you do more and more. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the way people consume social media, it's like flick, 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 like that, right?
Yeah.
So what are they doing? They are training their brain to function best with distraction. If you cannot stay for more than 3 to 5 to 7, 8 seconds on one post, and you want something else, you want something else, you want something else, the message, and you are doing it day in and day out, what is the message that you are giving the brain? Become really good at this, become really good at 5-second, 10-second attention. And so when it comes to real life, when they have to sit and work on a presentation, when they have to sit and work on a job or a business, they suck because they have never trained their brain to focus, to be on one thing for a long time.
True.
So,
And I can speak for the youth of today. I think Romba and the social media spend even the algorithm of Facebook and Instagram is like that. You know, it feeds you things which doesn't take you away. And I started forgetting things. Nariya names, numbers. I am an engineer, a computer engineer myself. I'm an MBA graduate, but I used to be so sharp. Munadi, ipo vandu I'm not able to remember some names, some numbers. It's really scary. I think it's all because that is why my first question was about social media and so much of information into the brain. I think we'll have to judiciously use our brain. That's what you.
Right. You just always remember what you do more and more, you become better at. So if you're going to sit in the couch and watch the TV the whole day, you become really good at watching TV, which may not be such an interesting life skill to develop.
True.
I just realized when Haricharan introduced himself as an ex-engineer, we are all engineers here doing absolutely non-engineering related career options. That's so strange. So that's just like a trampoline to jump into what one really wants to do. But that's for another day. Last question to Haricharan. In an ancient TEDx talk, by ancient I mean few years because you're not so ancient yourself, or a line from it which was something that always I thought of, let not someone ask you what else you do when somebody answers that I'm a musician. Let the following question not come. Do you think in the industry a bit yara music panna, can they sustain themselves monetarily? In the Bollywood, Hollywood, good எல்லாம் விட்டு தனியா ஒரு present பண்ணா அதுல sustainability ஓட இப்போ இந்த காலத்துல possibility இருக்கா?
There are two ways to look at it. நான் வந்து எப்படி ஆரம்பிச்சேன்னா I was a classical musician and then I got into cinema. But சினிமால இவ்வளவு வருஷமா இருந்துட்டு something which is always everlasting is any form of classical music, be it Western, Hindustani or Carnatic. So that really keeps your brain tuned and your voice tuned. In the cinema, it's like a bus mari. Appo you get on top of it, you get into it and then you get down from it. You use it for the popularity, you use it for the opportunities and the mileage that it gives you. But எது சாஸ்வதமானதுங்கிறது நம்மளோட classical music தான். அந்த விதத்துல I think like how Baba said, if you believe in something and you keep doing it, it will give you opportunities. You don't need to feel that music or a Carnatic musician na payment salary illa kashtam panathu kashtam and marilam kadayadu. If you really believe and if you really give it all the time, I think it will do wonders for you.
Thank you so much, Haricharan. Those rapid questions were slightly unrapid, but I'm still loving the session. Ashwin, you have the time. Can I go on to you? Chalega?
Sure. Go ahead. No worries.
Okay, thanks. So, choices again, Ashwin. On the top debut, West Indies in 2011, being 9 wickets and a century hit panel. The beginner's luck, Sandhya Vandanama, insane confidence.
Really?
Oh my God.
Combination of all three.
None of the above irka.
You give the none of the above, and what was it then?
See, beginner's luck stops and it starts and stops with the game of cards and poker. நான் நினைக்கிறேன் பிகினர்ஸ் லக்குங்கிறது அதோட ஓவர். பிகினர்ஸ் லக்குன்னு எதுவுமே கிடையாது லைஃப்ல. ஏன்னா என்னை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் எல்லா ஸ்டேஜ் ஆஃப் லைஃப்லயுமே வந்து இது ஒரு பாப்புலர் சேயிங் இந்த பாஸ்ட். அனில் கும்ப்ளேக்கும் சச்சின் டெண்டுல்கருக்கும் ஒரு கம்பேரிசன் பண்ணும்போது அனில் கும்ப்ளே said this, Sachin played an entire career to prove people right. I played an entire career to prove people wrong அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி. ஸோ which was so great, right? எனக்கு என்னோட கரியர்ல அதோட மோர் சிக்னிஃபிகண்டா என்னால் எதுவுமே ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ண முடியல. ஏன்னா நான் டெஸ்ட் கிரிக்கெட் டெபியூ பண்ணும்போது எல்லாருமே என்ன சொன்னாங்கன்னா நான் ஐபிஎலோட பேக் டிராப்ல இருந்து வந்தேன், இஸ் அ T20 bowler அந்த மாதிரி. பட் யாருக்கும் ஒரு 2 extra minutes, இன்ஃபேக்ட் அது வந்து சோஷியல் மீடியா எரா கூட கிடையாது அப்போ 2011. இட் வாஸ் ஜஸ்ட் அபவுட் டானிங். ட்விட்டரே அப்போ நேசன்ட் ஸ்டேஜில் தான் இருந்தது. ஸோ அப்போ வந்து திஸ் வாஸ் த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டவுட் தட் வாஸ் த்ரோன் அப்பான் மீ when I went in there. But I had already picked up a lot of first class wickets and I came there. Nobody had the time to see என்னோட journey என்ன, destination. Everybody is so glued to the destination, right? So you want to know, you want to associate yourself with a star and then find out what the rags to riches story is. So that's unfortunately not the case. For me, it was just an extension of excellence that I was giving at every stage of my career that carried on to test.
How nice.
Hey, by the way, big fan Ashwin. I think I forgot to mention.
Mutual. If I'm not wrong, I mean, musicians எல்லாம் நிறைய பேர் இருப்பாங்க. அந்த ஆழியிலே முட்குளிக்கன்னு ஒரு சாங் இருக்குல்ல.
Oh my God. ஆமா. Hey, thanks so much.
On the favorite award among these three, only 3 are mentioned பண்ண போறேன். Arjuna Award, which the nation bestows on you, ICC Cricket of the Year, and Best Dad on Earth. The third circa இல்லையா தெரியல, but let's assume.
எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு I have kept on saying this all along in my life. No moment is bigger that I've gone through yet. I don't see any moment as final. It's just a part of a larger plan நான் நினைக்கிறேன். Not destiny, God, spiritual அந்த மாதிரிலாம் இல்ல. I'm just going through the journey, right? And I'm having, a bloody good time. I'm enjoying it. So no need to look at any particular moment and say this was the best moment. அப்படின்லாம் ஒன்றும் இல்லை. But at the same time, best dad award எனக்கு போகாது. ஏன்னா அது ஆல்ரெடி எங்க அப்பாவுக்கு நான் கொடுத்துட்டேன். ஸோ எனக்கு என்னால் அந்த அவார்டு வாங்க முடியாது.
ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் ஆன்சர்ஸ் கொடுக்கறீங்க சார்.
என்னோட பிலீஃப்ஸே தான் லைஃப்ல. அண்ட் எதையுமே வந்து நான் ரொம்ப பெருசா யோசிச்சு பண்ண மாட்டேன். அதனாலதான் எந்த அவார்டுமே ரொம்ப ஐ ஃபீல் இப்போ கொஞ்சம் நினைக்கும் போது எவ்ரி அச்சீவ்மெண்ட்டை மைல் ஸ்டோன் கொஞ்சம் செலிப்ரேட் பண்ணிருக்கலாமோன்னு நினைச்சு பாக்குறேன். பட் என்னோட லைஃப்ல அந்த ஜேர்னில வந்து ஐ டென்ட் ஹேவ் இனஃப் டைம் டு ரெமினிஸ் ஆர் சிட் பேக் அண்ட் என்ஜாய் இட். ஸோ என்னால எதையுமே பிக் பண்ண முடியல. பிகாஸ் ஐ திங்க் ஃபியூச்சர்ல ஏதோ ஒன்று இன்னும் பெட்டரா வருதுன்னு நான் ஃபீல் பண்ணேன்.
Nice. Okay.
Beautiful.
Dosa, idli, pongal, taichadam. Preferred comfort food என்ன உங்களோட? Dosa.
Dosa with mulga.
Can't believe this.
Really? Not taichadam.
No, not really.
Taichadam doesn't make you better at bowling. I mean, we used to have it before math exam.
Why is no one talking about pongal? It's like
I said that. Dosa, idli, taichadam.
Dosa with mulga podi and coconut chutney.
Wow, it's moraga. It's okay.
Mulga podi. All right, mulga podi.
Very right. You got it right. It's fine. It's just fine. We all got it. No, நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னா பொங்கல் சாப்பிட்டுட்டு ஆக்சுவலி நிறைய எப்படின்னா சென்னையில நிறைய கிரிக்கெட் எப்படி விளையாடுவாங்கன்னா காத்தால பிரேக்ஃபாஸ்ட் பொங்கல் கொடுத்துருவாங்க. அதோட ஐடியா என்னன்னா காத்தால வந்த உடனே அவுட் ஆஃப் போயிடுவாங்க. பொங்கல் சாப்பிட முடியாது. அதெல்லாம்
that is what college first enter பண்ண உடனே டெய்லி பொங்கல் சாப்பிட்டு நேரா கிளாஸ்ல போய் தூங்குவோம். அப்படிதான். that is how
கிரிக்கெட் விளையாடுறது அது மாதிரி விளையாட முடியாது. விளையாடினா மேட்ச் முடிஞ்சிடும், வர வேண்டியதான் வீட்டுக்கு. முன்னாடிலாம் மேட்சுக்கு போனாலே பொங்கல் தான் இருக்கும் பிரேக்ஃபாஸ்ட். திங்ஸ் ஹவ் சேஞ்ச் நவ் பிகாஸ் the understanding of food and relating it to a sport was not there.
Describe yourself as a teenager in 3 words. On the wife Preeti or interview promptly on the brat and Gupta. So 3 words to describe yourself as a teenager, as a younger Ashwin.
How younger?
Teenager.
Okay, right. Teen's pretty long, right? Okay, anyway.
When you just pouring it into...
very focused, very practical about what I did, and very street smart.
Nice.
And I feel sad about it now.
Yes,
traits எல்லாம் 17-18 வயசுக்கு யாருக்குமே இருக்கவே கூடாது, and I believe it's very wrong to have it, and I did it a lot earlier, and I didn't enjoy that phase of life the way it needed to be enjoyed.
Shri Solvar, pain is inevitable and suffering is optional. Sports and injuries are married to each other. They are in a very happy relationship. How do you maintain your enthusiasm or sanity? Let's say, in fact, batsman lane bowler another, as far as I know, it's because of an injury in a means I read it online, and then also the teenage injury, and then abdomen, sports hernia, whatever the scores of injury. How do you maintain your enthusiasm? Don't you like say, I just want to give it up, it's not working out anymore? And the Mari or attitude or youth, because the youth cannot maintain their enthusiasm. What is the tip?
See, எனக்கு நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி கரெக்டா ஆக்சுவலி ஒரு இன்ஜுரினால தான் நான் வந்து பேட்ஸ்மேன்ல இருந்து bowler-ஆ டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்ம் ஆகி, I mean whatever, I can't even fathom to think how long back I need to go and dig it up, and I don't want to do the journey all over again. So இத பாக்கும்போது my biggest takeaway from all these things are like Hari சொன்ன மாதிரி அதுலயே இன்னொன்னு இருக்குது, எது நடந்தாலும் வந்து நன்மைக்கே அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறதுல ஒரு காமினன்ஸ் ஒன்று இருக்கு. ஸோ தட் பெயின், அதாவது வந்து யாருக்குமே சொல்லிடலாம், இப்போ போயிட்டு அந்த பெயினை வந்து கவலையப்படக்கூடாது, கமான் பாசிட்டிவ், அதெல்லாம் அந்த ஸ்பீச் எல்லாம் கொடுக்கறது ரொம்ப ஈஸி. பட் டு கோ த்ரூ தட் பெயின் வித் ரிசால்வ் ஃபார் லேட்டர் இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் நான் ஃபீல் பண்றேன். அதாவது த ஸ்ட்ரகிள் யூ ஆர் கோயிங் த்ரூ டுடே, இன்னைக்கு என்ன மாதிரி நீங்க ஸ்ட்ரகிள் பண்றீங்களோ, ஐ எம் ஷுர் அ பர்சன் ஆர் அ டீம் or any activity, it could be music or cricket, எதுவா வேணா இருக்கலாம், you will be able to take it out on someone at a later stage. Not in a very sadistic way, but I'm saying in a form of expression, or dance or music or any form of sport, you will get the opportunity. So I think pain strengthens your resolve. So இது இல்லாம அது கிடைக்காதுன்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
We got inside info that you do the world meditations which reach every once in a while. Can you share your experience? Do you think உங்களுக்கு தோன்றதா நீங்க மெடிடேஷன் முதல்ல கத்துண்டா இல்லனா ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் குட்டிகளுக்கு முதல்ல இருந்தே அது ட்ரைனிங் கொடுத்தா, மேபி இந்த இன்ஜுரி ஆர் வாட் எவர் அப்ஸ் அண்ட் டவுன்ஸ் எல்லாருக்கும் இருக்கு லைஃப்ல, நாட் only cricket related, I'm sure everyone has general ups and downs also, yeah, family, whatever. So adla, do you think meditation should be a compulsory in the world of sports? உங்களுக்கு அப்படி தோன்றதா?
சரி, I'll just give you what I feel about it in complete honesty. First நான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றேன், क्वेश्चनக்கு ஆன்சர் பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி I'll just make a statement. I think எல்லாருமே லைஃப்ல மெடிடேஷனை வே ஆஃப் லைஃபா ஆக்கிக்கணும், அதுல ஒன்றும் சந்தேகமே கிடையாது. They must understand their breathing techniques, they must understand. In fact வந்து நிறைய தடவை கிரிக்கெட் விளையாடும் போது I feel I go through wrong breath sensations and all that. அதோட அவேர்னஸ் எனக்கு இப்பதான் இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆச்சு. பட் எல்லாருமே மெடிடேஷன் பண்ணணும். அதுல வந்து இட்ஸ் லைக் saying I'll wake up in the morning, brush my teeth, take bath and get on with job மாதிரி you should do it. அதுல ஒன்றும் no two ways about it. பட் என்னோட ஒரு கான்டெக்ட்ல இருந்து வெளில போறேன். என்னோட ஃபேவரட் மூவி வந்து 3 Idiots சொல்லிட்டு அமெரிக்கான் எடுத்த மூவி. அதுல வந்து the line he says excellence के पीछे मत भागो और excellence के लिए काबिल बनो அப்படினா. சோ அதை கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணனும்னா எக்ஸலன்ஸ் நீ வந்து பின்னாடி ஓடுறதுக்கு பதிலா நீ எக்ஸலன்ஸை நோக்கி நீ அதுக்கு எலிஜிபிள் ஆக்கிக்கோ அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி ஐ பிலீவ் அட் டிஃபரெண்ட் ஸ்டேஜஸ் உங்களோட லைஃப்ல நீங்க ஒன்னு பெறணும் அப்படின்னா, லெட்ஸ் சே யூ ஹேவ் டு, நீங்க ஒரு இத்தனை அமௌண்ட் ஆஃப் மணி வாங்கணும் லைஃப்ல, யூ ஹேவ் டு சேவ் திஸ் மச், ஆர் இந்த ஜாப்ல இருக்கணும், இந்த பொசிஷன்ல இருக்கணும், இல்ல கிரிக்கெட்டர் ஆனோம், இல்ல ஒரு மியூசிஷியன் ஆனோம், இல்ல ஏஆர் ரஹ்மான் ஆடணும், whatever be it, எதுவா இருந்தாலும் அதை யாரும் உங்களால இன்டைரக்டா கொடுக்க முடியாது. யாரையோ ஒரு ஆளை தெரிஞ்சனோ இல்ல நீங்க any sort of shortcuts will not last you there. You have to be eligible for it. Likewise, என்னோட eligibility towards meditation happened only now. Okay, so I feel நான் என்னோட எலிஜிபிலிட்டியை இப்பதான் எனக்கு வந்தது, இப்பதான் நான் அதை பெறேன். ஸோ இப்ப அதை நான் பெற்றதுனாலதான் எனக்கு அது போய் ஒரு ஒரு டீச்சர் மூலமா எனக்கு கிடைச்சது. திஸ் இஸ் நாட் சம்திங் தட் ஐ எம் சேயிங் ரேண்டம்லி. என்னோட லைஃப் எவ்ரி இன்ஸ்டன்ஸ் whenever I was eligible, I found a mentor, even in my game. So I definitely believe the harder you work, you don't get luckier, but you find the right people.
So means நீங்க சொல்ற right timeல right things கிடைக்கிறதுக்கு you have to work towards, and then in your case இப்பதான் உங்களுக்கு you are celebrating that and exploring that. அப்படி சொல்றேன்.
Correct. நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னா, the harder you work, the luckier you get is nothing but meeting the right people. That's it.
Very nice. That's so nice. And நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி dental hygiene and mental hygiene, they all I mean Guruji says என்னன்னு brush பண்றது is dental hygiene, and 20 minutes கண்ணு மூடி உட்கார்றது is a good mental hygiene daily practice. So also a batsman you'd rather never bowl to?
அப்படிலாம் யாருமே இல்ல, இனிமே பிறந்து வந்தா பாத்துக்கலாம்.
எல்லாருமே குமார சங்ககாரம் இருந்தா நல்லா இருக்கும் இல்லையா?
அப்படி நான் சொல்ல, I will never take a backward step in my life. I will fail. Everybody fails in life, but I never like to think like that. So I have never thought like that. It's not a practice, it's habit.
Wow. Can you mention a strange cricket superstition? After talking to you, I don't think you have any, because you believe clearly in hard work and commitment, and but in case you are, if you could share yours, or நீங்க பார்த்தது யாரா ரொம்ப funny amusing superstition இருக்கா?
See, I mean, I don't think there is a human being without superstition. அப்படி நான் சொன்னா அது
சொல்றேன் அர்த்தம் basically அது சொல்லிட்டே இல்லீங்க கிளியரா
சொல்றேன், ஒத்துட்டேன். அதுக்கு அப்புறம் இல்ல, நான் சூப்பர்ஸ்டிஷன்னா என்னன்னா, I go in search of like Baba said, I go in search of good energy. So generally match எல்லாம், if things are not going my way, I try and latch on to people that have good energy. I try and find things. For example, ரன்னே வரலன்னா ஒரு lucky bat எடுத்து விளையாடுறது, இல்ல ஒரு donning a lucky cap, or going with a lucky glove, or wearing an old glove, whatever. இதெல்லாம் வந்து சின்ன சின்ன விஷயம், but I don't think there is a human being made without superstition.
Okay. And நீங்க B.Tech-லாம் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க, IT SSN ல, நம்ம SSN. If Haricharan also நீங்களும் engineer. நான் Khurshed but IIT லயே பண்ணிருக்கேன். Any backs in your 4 years? Baba, you don't answer that because I know the answer. It's scandalous.
You mean arrears? Is that what you call back?
Sorry, yeah, we call it ATKT in Bombay. I don't know, it's called backs.
என்னோட இன்ஜினியரிங் லைஃபே வந்து ரொம்ப ஒரு ஃபன்னியான லைஃப். எப்படின்னா, ஆட் செமிஸ்டர்ஸ் எதுக்குமே நான் காலேஜ் போக மாட்டேன். பேசிக்கா மேட்ச் தான் இருக்கும். I'll be playing games. And even semester full வந்து the entire college will be on festival mode because I'm going to college. So they used to have all the fun on me, including my fellow classmates, staff, whatnot. Principal regular visit கூப்பிடுவார், சும்மா கூப்பிட்டு பேசிட்டு திருப்பி அனுப்புவாரு. So எப்படின்னா, நிறைய தடவை I will not be able to give my odd semesters at all. So I used to write papers together, and the university was good enough to give me exemption, saying it's sports exemption. So I used to write it, but they used to consider it as the first appearance. So but I had one backlog, which was a paper called Maths 3. So I couldn't clear it the first time I wrote it. It took me a couple of hours.
Demigod da, full god illa, yet cricketer god அந்த மாதிரி. Can you have a decent code இப்ப?
cricket விளையாடிட்டு engineering backlog வைக்காம பண்ணணும்னு சொல்றது வந்து எப்படின்னா, கார்த்தால எழுந்துக்காமலே மெடிடேஷன் பண்ணணும் சொல்ற மாதிரி.
சமாதியா இருக்கணும்.
இல்ல, மேத்ஸ் இஸ் a very tough paper. எனக்கு ரொம்ப டஃப்பா இருந்துச்சு.
உங்க போர்டிங்ல ரொம்ப மேத்தமேட்டிக்ஸ் நான் கேட்டது, உங்க கோச் was very amazed at how not mathematics, like you understood the maths or the systems behind bowling so much faster than others is what he commented somewhere I read. Another kid, I assume Tamil vera, so math is the
math in I think I understood cricket geometry much better than a lot of people.
Oh, nice. Okay. Favorite spot in Chennai where we can run into you?
My house.
Run பண்றதா யாரா நிறுத்தி விடுறோம் பரவாயில்ல, but okay, last question. Any fitness tip? In fact, even Haricharan could maybe give us something for the voice, like he said, and Ashwin, if you could just share, and Baba, all three of you, if you could give us one fitness, mental or physical fitness tip that we can practice in the lockdown right at home for all youths that are connected with us. Or a fitness tip from each one of you, please. It could be mental, physical, spiritual, whatever.
So
should we?
I'll just
Okay, we start with Ashwin.
in a physical exercise, I think you should do it with a little bit of awareness, understand how your body is reacting to it. So it's not about what you do; it's about how aware you are when you're doing it. I think a lot of training சரி ஃபிசியோதெரப்பியும் சரி அனலைசிங் அ பாடி அனாட்டமியும் சரி எல்லாமே வந்து இந்தியாவில் ரொம்ப இன்னும் நேசன்ட் ஸ்டேஜ்ல தான் இருக்கு. ஸோ a lot of times an athlete is left to himself to understand injuries, understand strength and conditioning of the body, etc. So it's important if you are understanding your body better, that you will be able to respond to what your body needs.
ஓகே, உங்க டிப் இஸ் நீங்க என்ன வேணா பிசிக்கல் எக்ஸசைஸ் பண்ணலாம், ஆனா கொஞ்சம் பாடியை அப்சர்வ் பண்ணி
அது உங்க பாடிக்கு நெகட்டிவா பாசிட்டிவாங்கிறது கிளியரா தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்.
ஓகே ஓகே. ஸோ மீ என்ன சொல்றேன், நெகட்டிவ்னா இட்ஸ் நாட் ஒர்க்கிங் அவுட் எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம் ஃபார் a layman? நீங்க ரொம்ப
ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இப்போ நம்ம there is something called as a DNA test that they do இப்பலாம் even for athletes and all that. So அந்த DNA test எடுத்தா it tells you what sort of training that your body responds to better. சில பேர் they might be power athletes, சில பேர் they will be like more driven towards cardio. So எனக்கெல்லாம் வந்து if I do cycling or running or something over a long period of time, I can keep on doing. But some of the other people might be power athletes who will respond to lifting weights and all that much better. So அந்த மாதிரி அது தெரியும் clear-ஆ, you will be able to push it. நல்ல superiorly fit-ஆ இருக்கிறவங்களோட கூட நீங்க you can start competing very well.
Wow.
That's interesting. DNA test. Yeah. Okay. Haricharan, your tip for perhaps the voice or general, because I know you're doing nariya fitness, physical fitness, needum expert training pandrelnu keppiten. So
yeah, my wife is a Zumba instructor, so I just accompany her in a lot of places and take photos.
Fitness,
tip, no, I'm just trying to say that I'm very bad at fitness. No, but it is very, very important because I am 32 right now, and a generation la many people who are not working out regularly, we find some markers in our blood tests which are going high blood pressure. Ipala high blood pressure is very common in youngsters. So I think voice portha varaikum very simple. It's you need to take care of the things which you eat, because நம்ம 1980s 1990s 2000s இருக்கிற மாதிரி ஃபுட் இப்போ இல்லை. whatever you find, you need to be double careful about, and especially dairy products. And corona timeல வந்து you need to be careful of what you eat. எல்லாத்தையுமே குக் பண்ணி சாப்பிடணும், அன்குக்டா சாப்பிடக்கூடாது. That is my advice with respect to food. But இன்னொரு விஷயம் I want to talk to about is very important right now, because I just lost a friend, a musician, yesterday because of mental stress. He passed away because of a cardiac arrest, because of mental stress. And ரொம்பவே ஒரு முக்கியமான விஷயம் என்னன்னா, if you have any mental agony or anything which you want to clear, it is very, very imperative to clear it out with someone right next to you who will listen to you, your shrink, or யாருக்காவது ஒரு குரு இல்லை ஒரு மென்டர், ஒரு ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் லீடர், இல்லை எந்த ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப் ஆன்லைன் ஹெல்ப் யூ கேன் ஃபைண்ட், ப்ளீஸ் டூ தட். பிகாஸ் ஏன்னா இப்போ லாக்டவுனுங்கிற போது எல்லாமே அடைஞ்சிருக்கோம், ஒரு 4 செவரில் ஒரு ஷெல்டர்ல இருக்கோம். நம்ம 1008 விஷயம் நம்ம யோசிப்போம், நிறைய திங்ஸ் இமேஜின் பண்ணுவோம். ஸோ அதனால ப்ளீஸ் டேக் கேர் ஆஃப் யுவர் மென்டல் ஹெல்த், and please be vocal about what you want, what your issues are, and do meditate. It helps you a lot. Pranayama, for a singer, for a speaker, it has done wonders to me. All forms of pranayama, you can just YouTube and find out and do it. It is very, very simple. It is so simple, and it helps you a long way.
In fact, நீங்க சொல்றது அதுக்கு தான் Yuva, we have created Yuva, this platform. It's not only to discuss success and interact with amazing people like you, but to realize that however successful we may be, our mind is still our crazy mind. Anala, not only successes, we can also be there for each other. Eda failure irundha, without non-judgmental yara vandu somebody to listen to. And sometimes ipdi aidrudhu that you may not be able to share it with your near and dear one. You need a little unknown person to just let go. And the mari or platform idu, so that you can reach
because
out to
Ashwin சொன்ன மாதிரி, like how physiotherapy is still in its nascent stage in India. mental stress, mental help kuda, it is seen as a taboo in India. ஏதாவது அம்மா எனக்கு மனசு சரியில்லை, ஏதாவது யார்கிட்ட போய் பேசுறான், அதெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இருக்காது, சும்மா போய் தூங்கு, நல்லா தூங்கு, சரியாயிடும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஸோ அந்த விஷயத்த வந்து லைக் ஹவு த வெஸ்ட் ஹஸ் டேக்கன், ஹவு யூரோப் அண்ட் தி அதர் கண்ட்ரீஸ் ஹவ் டேக்கன் இட், இந்தியாவில் இன்னும் சீரியஸா எடுத்துக்கல. ஐ திங்க் தே ஷுட்.
Correct. Bao, your tip, fitness tip.
My tip is very simple, and none of us have done it right now actually. For any 45 minutes of sitting, move for 10 minutes. That's it.
Wow.
45 minutes you sit, you get up and move for 10 minutes. So this is like crazy amount of research that has gone into this. In I think 2012 or 2013, WHO actually identified a new disease called the sitting disease. And turns out that most people are sitting for 7 to 8 hours a day, if you think of it, right? And if you look at us as a species from the evolution standpoint, for the past few million years, we have been moving so much.
Yeah.
No, as this human body developed evolutionarily, one of the key things that we did was we moved.
That is why we were superior than the other animals.
Absolutely.
I read it somewhere.
So movement, it's called the sitting disease.
No, the book Homo sapiens or sapiens, something like that.
That book is
Sapiens,
a little
yeah.
not such a book. Don't agree with a lot of it, but okay, let's not get into that. But the point is that we were made to move. Our bodies respond to movement. Okay, and so if you can really make it a habit, for every 45 minutes that you are sitting, you get up and move for 10 minutes. In fact, right now I will be going for a short walk. So that will pay such crazy dividends to your health. It is unbelievable. And by the way, this is also true if you actually go and work out in a gym and got 16-inch biceps. Okay, even you are susceptible to sitting disease if that is the only time that you work out. If you work out for that hour and a half in the day, even you are susceptible to the sitting disease. The point is that our bodies were not created for the sedentary, stationary lifestyle that technology has brought onto us. And so the very simple tip, just move when after 45 minutes.
Wow, we should have already moved because we have crossed 45 minutes. A
long time, but that's what. So I am going to move.
Yeah.
And I would recommend that everybody else also does a bit of movement and make this a habit. Every 45 minutes to an hour, get up and move for about 10 minutes. It will give you such crazy dividends you have no idea.
Okay, thank you so much, Bao, for your amazing tip. Ashwin, Haricharan, for being the youth icons for today, and Bao for being the subject matter expert for Yuva Tamil Nadu chapter. Your time and your enthusiastic participation and the fact that all of you all were so natural made me feel comfortable because I was a little starry-eyed, into three. So thank you so much, and it was so special to have all of you. And as a formal act of inaugurating, we'd recommend that everybody who's watching this video, please join our Facebook and Instagram page, and we are always available for you. You want to share something, you just want to, want someone to talk to, share your successes, failures, we'll be there and we'll move together. Yeah, thank you so much. And next,
Priya, one thing I want to say.
Yes.
You said about failure. I have always looked at life in this way: that there is no such thing as failure; it is a learning experience. There is no such thing as failure. If you get that into your head, there is no such thing as failure. Failure only means this is not the way to do it. That's it. This is not the way to do it. So you could screw up and fail like 30 times. It's not a problem, provided you are doing it differently every time.
I completely didn't want to say anything, Baba, but I'll just add on to it. It's easier said than done. There are a lot of people in the civilization that I know who say it but find it very difficult to do it. It is extremely difficult, but if you put it into practice, there is nothing better than that.
it is something to aspire to, if nothing else.
Yeah, it's also about training the mind and not using the word. So I stand corrected. Either in case you think you're doing something the wrong way over and over again. So we're still available for you, and let's have some fun together. Let's do some good work for society and ourselves to start with. Next interaction will be on 6th of June with a gorgeous yoga geek from Tamil Nadu. She's a model, she's a content creator, and a social media influencer. Keep an eye on our Facebook page, and thanks again from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Nandri Vanakkam. Is that okay? Is that the correct way?
Yes.
Nandri Vanakkam, Ashwin, Haricharan, and Bao. I love you, Bao.
Nandri,
I like
so
you.
nice to be here with all you amazing people. It's just an honor. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank
I don't
you.
want to repeat it. Same.
And then,
I don't want to repeat what Hari said. Same.
thank you all.
Right. Have a good
Okay,
day.
Paul.
Good night, everyone.
Bye. Good day.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Home. Bye. Thank you, Bao.